Welcome to Fostering Resilience. I'm KJ Foster. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try to change, people still see you as the problem in the family, the difficult one, the disappointment, the black sheep? For many people in addiction recovery, that label can hurt almost as much as the addiction itself. And one of the hardest parts is this. Even when you start healing, other people may still relate to an older version of you. Today, I want to talk about how to break free from the black sheep identity in recovery and how to stop carrying a role that may have never truly belonged to you in the first place. The black sheep role often starts long before addiction. In many families, people unconsciously fall into roles. There's the responsible one, the caretaker, the achiever, the peacemaker, and sometimes there's the black sheep, the person who is blamed, misunderstood, different, emotionally expressive, or struggling in visible ways. For some people, addiction became the evidence that proved the label. But the truth is, many people were already carrying shame long before substances ever entered the picture. Sometimes addiction develops in part because someone already feels disconnected, rejected, or emotionally alone. And when a person begins recovery, they often realize they're not only healing from addiction, they're healing from years of shame and identity wounds. Recovery requires redefining who you are. One of the most important parts of recovery is learning that your past behaviors are not your identity. You are not your worst moment. You are not your relapse. You are not the mistakes you made while struggling to survive emotionally. Recovery asks you to stop seeing yourself only through the lens of shame. And honestly, that can feel uncomfortable at first, because when you've been the black sheep for years, the role becomes familiar. You may even begin expecting rejection. You may apologize for existing, stay small, people please, or assume others secretly see you as broken. But healing begins when you start asking, what if I'm not who I was told I was? What if I've been carrying a role that no longer fits me? Not everyone will update their view of you. This is the painful part. Sometimes you begin changing and the people around you don't. Some family members may still bring up your past. Some may continue treating you like the unstable one, even when you've done years of work on yourself. And that hurts deeply. But recovery also means learning this truth. You cannot force people to see you differently. What you can do is continue becoming someone you respect. Your healing cannot depend entirely on whether other people validate it. Sometimes breaking free from the black sheep role means grieving the fact that not everyone will fully understand your transformation and still choosing recovery anyway. Build a new identity through action. You do not break free from shame by arguing with it constantly. You break free by building a new life, little by little, through consistency, honesty, boundaries, self-respect, and self-compassion. Maybe that means going to meetings, going to therapy, meditating, repairing relationships slowly, learning emotional regulation, taking care of your nervous system, creating healthier routines, finding supportive people who truly see you, and maybe most importantly, learning to speak to yourself differently, not as a failure, not as a burden, but as a human being who is healing. Being different is not always a weakness. Sometimes the black sheep becomes the cycle breaker, the one who finally talks about emotions, the one who seeks help, the one who chooses healing over silence. And while that path can feel lonely, it can also become incredibly meaningful. Your sensitivity may become compassion. Your pain may become wisdom. Your recovery may become hope for someone else. You are not disqualified because you struggled. Sometimes the people who suffered the most become the people who help others heal. If you've been carrying the black sheep label, I want you to know this. You do not have to spend the rest of your life imprisoned by an identity created during your lowest moments. Recovery is not just about stopping a behavior. It's about rediscovering who you are underneath the shame. And that process takes time. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And remember, you are allowed to outgrow the version of you that everyone else expected to stay the same. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments what part connected with you the most. And if you're on a healing journey right now, I want you to know you are not alone.